Welcome to another episode of Riverside Theater's Putting It Together series, and by it, we mean shows. Riverside Theater is the only professional producing theater on Florida's Treasure Coast. And a producing theater creates its own shows for their stages. So we create our shows right here in Vero Beach. Today we're talking to William Gibbons Brown. He's the lighting guru, our master electrician, and he's new to the Riverside Theater family. Welcome, William.
Thank you.
As a new member of the family, can you please give us a little information on yourself?
Sure. I spent most of my life living in the Hudson Valley of New York, about an hour and a half north of Manhattan. And I found myself working at my local community theater, which sparked my passion for the arts.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Vero Beach. Now I'm sitting in front of a light plot.
Yes.
Can you explain what a light plot is?
Sure. It's a drafting of the theater with very specific positioning for all the lights that are in the air above your head that illuminate the stage and the actors on it.
Now, when a show is put together, how involved usually is the lighting designer part of the initial production meetings?
They're involved more or less from the get-go because they need to be involved in the conceptual conversations for the production, so that they're on the same page with the director's vision, the scenic designer's vision, choreographers. It's all the visions. They need to come together in unison to create the final product.
Does the lighting designer also have to work with the set designer so that whatever is on stage set-wise is reflected or refracted?
Absolutely. The scenic and lighting designers are in constant communication with what scenic elements are on the stage, if any of the scenic elements need to be plugged in and turn on. You have a lamp on stage, the lighting designer needs to be aware of it, and so they're in constant communication with the direction of the set and how the lighting department illuminates it.
Now, I'm sure that illumination has evolved greatly. What type of instruments are we using now?
So we've got our conventional light fixtures, which is a lighting fixture that does one thing. It turns on and it turns off at whatever intensity is desired. Then we also have more intelligent lighting fixtures, which are multiple parameters. They move, they turn left, right, up, down, they change colors, so you can mix your colors and get any color you want, whereas with a conventional fixture, you put a single gel in front of it and you turn it on at some intensity. We have the more intelligent lighting fixtures where you can point it wherever you want from the lighting console and put it in whatever color you want, put a gobo rotation in it, all from the computer.
Now, I'm assuming that you've worked so that at the press of a button, something turns on, something happens.
Right. We before we open a show, we spend at least a week with the actors on stage, all the designers in the house, and we program the entire show so that when you see lights changing, it's happening at the push of a single button.
And how much adjustment do you, when you have the actors get on stage, how much adjustment do you have to do with regards to lighting from maybe the original plan?
It will grow once the production is put on stage. Every department finds growth or subtraction as needed throughout the tech process. But generally speaking, all the pre-tech work that goes into the process, watching rehearsals, you have a pretty good idea of the playing space before tech starts.
Now, you said most of it is computerized, but there is some human involvement, is there not?
Absolutely. When the designers get to town, we'll spend a day or two focusing every light in the room to the designer's specifications. We'll have, for the big musicals, we'll have follow spot operators, which is a human being moving a light as, following their target. It all happens, the final product is automated by the push of a button, but to get it there, there's a lot of human hours put in.
Now, having been in the biz for a while, has there been a special lighting magical experience that really made you go, wow, that you were part of or as an audience member?
I find the most impressive productions are those that come from the most difficult of circumstances. So one of the proudest productions of my career was a production of Next to Normal that we put up in a former church, and I lit the show with only like 30 lights, and it was one of my favorite designs because of the obstacles that we had to overcome to get it up.
Amazing. Well, there's no question that lighting can create an atmosphere and can create magic on that stage. So, William, thank you for taking the time and sharing with our audience members on what it takes lighting-wise to put on a show. So we thank you for coming with us again for another episode, and hope you join us for the next one, where maybe we'll hear something different.